Disclaimer: Tiff, N, the Punisher. The views and opinions expressed in this episode of Tiff and the Punisher are those of the hosts and guests solely and do not constitute legal advice, medical advice, or professional counsel of any kind. This content is produced for educational, informational, and advocacy purposes only. Viewers should consult their own licensed attorney for advice specific to their situation. Nothing in this video constitutes a threat, call to violence, harassment, intimidation, or any form of harm directed at any judge, prosecutor, police officer, CPS, DCS worker, government official, or private individual. We do not advocate, encourage, or condone violence, threats, or illegal acts of any kind. All commentary is protected political speech and criticism of government policy and practices under the First Amendment. Any references to public records, court filings, news reports, or personal experiences are presented as commentary and opinion. Names, case details, and events discussed are drawn from publicly available information or the speaker's own experiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Content may address sensitive topics, including child welfare, government overreach, and family separation. Copyright 2026, Tiff N, the Punisher. All rights reserved.
They are taking our kids every day, a child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today, so listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You will no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken. God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tack. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendo. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior. Oh, and we cry out to all you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. Our children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping.
I didn't do the double one, but I guess got so pissed off by this person here, Lightning Slayer, right here, Lightning Sailor.
Yeah.
AI slop, pal. Let me tell you something, dude. I generate all of our graphics. Everything I fucking do is that. And so if I use some AI once in a while, see this? This is AI slop, right? This is AI slop, right? This is AI slop right here, right? This is AI slop right here, right? You motherfucker, know what you're talking about before you talk to somebody about their shit. Because, yeah, I do use some AI, but I spend thousands of hours a week drawing up and making this shit for our fucking programs. So, you know what? I don't ever tell anybody about this, but get the fuck out of here, dude. Don't want people like you around. Anyway, sorry about that. What's up, Tiff? How are you?
Well, it's cooling down, so I'm feeling a little bit better.
I apologize to everybody about that, but man, doesn't that shit irritate the hell out of me when people say stuff like that?
I knew as soon as you saw it, I already knew. And I was like, are you kidding me? Do we have enough people that hate us in the world? We don't need more haters.
Right. You know, it's ridiculous. And all we do is try to do good by people that have lost their kids. You know, that's it. All we do is spend time and time again, almost 2 years now. Go ahead and look back through our timeline and all of the things that we do on all the video channels. We've done over almost 1,000 videos together. Tiff and I have. You know, it's just ridiculous. And I know, Dana, and thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. And I do thank you very much, Michael Ryland, too, for that support. It just irritates the hell out of me that, you know, that this is what people are going to come on the program and this is what they're going to notice from it. When we sit here and bust our asses to make sure that people get their kids back, that they feel better about being themselves and being back at, you know, like where they are in their situations that they're in. It's going to come flying in and be like, hey, I stop. You know, like, whatever, dude. All the lyrics for that song are written by me. I use all kinds of different programs to create the music. Were some of those drawings done by AI? Certainly, after I've drawn them and I've inserted them into AI and had them replicate them. So what? It saved me a little bit of time so I can spend more time on the phone with these families that call me up that need help in court. So, you know what? I'm not even going to say that part because I'm done being with my rude mouth part.
Okay, so what I want to say to you is...
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, back to where... Wait, hold on. Remember we had a plan.
Well, wait a minute.
Okay, it's not time for that.
You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Period.
I know that. I know. But I get irritated when people say shit like that, you know?
Okay, now you can do it.
Okay. Let me see. Now, man, I had everything all set up. I saw that and I lost the whole damn thing in my head. Here we go. Where is it? God, that just drives me bonkers. And you know what? If he was right, I wouldn't have been upset about it, you know? But he's not. So, oh, here we go.
Are you done?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh, okay. So I just want to thank everybody who's supported me since May and before, but I'm talking specifically about this bullshit CPS case that they tried to pull me into. I think it triggered a lot of shit for me from 30 plus years ago. So I have been stressed out about it. It's not that I'm ignoring anybody. I'm also now trying to be a homeschool teacher on top of owning a business and dealing with all this court shit that I'm involved myself in. So please don't anybody take it personal. I appreciate the support. And I will tell you, I think that our team is the most awesome team out here because we do support each other. And I appreciate that. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
Darren, I'm done.
That's very nice, Tiff. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, Tiff's done. That's her emergency. That's her emergency announcement. She's finished it. Am I frozen over here? No. All right, I'm not. Okay,
I think
cool.
you are.
That was awesome, Tiff. Thank you so much for that. Very nice emergency announcement that you had to do. That was good stuff. And that goes for all of you guys right now. You know what? It seems like it's in the air right now, doesn't it? Seems like there's something in the air right now that's just making everything stressful and busy. It's not just one way, it's all of us. You know, like everybody's got their own thing going on right now. And it seems like, you know, everybody's just in the hot seat. You know, it doesn't seem like there's anything getting let go of this. Like everybody's just going 1,000 miles an hour. And, you know, like we can't, you know, like just burn. And then, you know, so much so that something like that little bit right there just flip the script. And this is why I always tell people, look, you never know, you know what, some people I used to be in the car, or even still when I'm riding around with them, I'll wave at everybody, you know, especially I see someone look like they're down or whatever, I'll wave at them and everything. And people are like, why you always got to do that? Why you always got to wave at somebody? You know what? That could be the difference between someone making it and someone getting broken right there. Like that could be it. That wave right there could have made them from doing something stupid to doing something that, wow, they felt like they're connected and that they mean something, and they do mean something. Everybody out there means something. Whether you have anybody in your life or not, you do, because you know what? I care about you. Tiff cares about you. So don't ever think that you're down and out. But people always be like, well, why are you going to wave at everybody? And you know what? It could just be that. That's why you always say hi to everybody when you're walking by them. Hey, how you doing? Hold the door open for people. Do these random acts of kindness, because those could be the difference in watching somebody succeed in the rest of their life or taking an end to their life that day, that moment, because that's what they needed, was someone to do it and they weren't there for them. You never know what somebody's holding back. Like none of us know, like we all know each other pretty good throughout this, you know, family here and everything, but you never know. Like, and, you know, like that just made me explode right there. That dude saying that, right? I've had any one of you guys out here that are even writing comments say 10 times worse things to me than that when it took me longer to do what I was supposed to do for you or whatever. And I would just shun it off. But this guy right here, just by saying that, you know, like, let me blow my stack. So you never know what people are going through and what's going to set them off. So you always need to be extremely cautious in how you blast things out, how you know, say things to others, you know, especially if you're going to go ahead and, you know, ridicule or, you know, judge, or, you know, whatever you want to call it when people do the stupid things like that. But when you're going to do that, be prepared for what you might cause as an outcome of that situation. You know, there's no telling if that guy was around me and I had a gun, maybe I would have flipped my way, pulled the gun out and shot him if he would have said that to me. Who knows? I mean, granted, we're on the podcast and we don't advocate for violence, and nor do we promote it, and we're not saying go after him or any of that stuff. I'm just saying you don't know what people have packed inside of them, especially people that are fighting CPS. You know, every day that you wake up, and I know for a fact because I'm the same way. I'm in this with all of you guys, you know, like every day you're waking up, you're the loaded weapon. You're the one that could go out and you're trying to just be a part of society, but society doesn't want you to be there. And you know that, and you know that, and everybody knows that, you know, that are involved in this fight. We all know it. We all see it. We all know what the feeling is like, that we all been shunned. We're this, that, and this. Like, you're just waiting for some motherfucker to push on you so that you just snap. And you might not even be a person that's ever snapped before. You have no idea. But man, you've just had enough. And you say, that's it. That's it. That's it. I've had it. I want nothing more to do with this. And you just happen to be the one. So always proceed with caution. Don't just go lashing out at people and saying stupid shit to people that you don't know who they are, where they've come from, what kind of life they've lived, what they've been through, what they're going through, because you could be opening up a monster that no one knew was coming. And you know what? You're going to be the other one on the side of that. And I'd hate to be the other one on any sides of these moms and dads that come here that we support every day in, day out. God forbid whoever is on the other side of these people one day when they do snap. God forbid and God willing that these people are strong enough to get away from them, or something stops them if they ever do snap. Because I'll tell you what, these parents that have been scorned and pushed down by society and made to be, you know, an animal and a guilty criminal and all of these things that CPS does to all of us, that we all just pack away. God willing that never happens to be any of you that are just tuning in, watching, and that haven't had this happen to you. because I'm going to tell you right now and be perfectly honest. I think any one of our parents snap, that's going to be it. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop them. And I
Yeah.
have kudos to all these parents out there that are able to keep themselves together, keep their shit together, keep the violence that they rage inside. I mean, we all know it. We all feel it. We all have the same damn thing. But somehow, in some way, we're able to keep that packed down inside and keep that away from everything. So that way we aren't dangerous. We are not out on the streets just causing violence and hate and discontent. You know, there's so many things that we do as parents that have been affected by CPS that the public has no idea about. That people that haven't been affected by CPS have no idea about it. That all of us ticking time bombs. They kidnapped our children and they gave us the death penalty without due process. That's what they did to us. And we're supposed to be walking around okay with that. We're supposed to be a functioning part of society. We're supposed to treat these people that did this to us with respect and dignity. Yeah, my ass. Most people can't do that, but we do it, and we do it well. So kudos to all of you out there that do this stuff. Kudos to every one of you for keeping your shit together and not just going AWOL and blowing places up like Tiff. And kudos to all of you out there who keep it together, you know, so that you can maintain a job every day and so on. You know, like these are important things that we all do that nobody knows, but I know, Tiff knows, Angry Citizen knows, Henry knows, Gunner knows, Becca knows, Danielle knows, Brenda knows how hard it is to keep your focus and keep all of this stuff that you have, this rage and anger and dismay and hate and all of this stuff that you have packaged up inside of you, and still have to walk around and function as a human being. And you know what? You all do such a great job at it. You all deserve a pat on the back. Every damn one of you, because you all are sitting in society, functioning, doing what you've got to do to get those kids back. You know, proud of every one of you out there that do this day in and day out, because it's not easy. And there's nobody else out there that's watching you guys being like, hey, good job, guys. You don't have a cheerleading squad. You don't have somebody patting you on the back. You don't have it. It's only you. But you guys need to have someone out there. So that's me now. And you know what? Good job, guys. Everybody's a great job keeping your shit together, not falling back to drugs. And even if you did fall back to using or drinking or whatever, and you got yourself back on track, good for you. You know, good rebound. That's all part of the process. So good for you. You know, if you're struggling and you guys are trying to fight to get yourself back into whatever you need to, then good for you. Good job. You know, like even if you need help getting back on that, then call one of us and we will help you, because that's what we're all here for. You know, that's what every one of us are here for. Go ahead, Tiff.
I agree with everything you're saying. You know, some of the hardest things for me, right? Like I have no filter. Okay. And what my mouth does not say, my whole body says, right? Like I'm going to take Carlisa, for instance, right? This chick, no matter how mad she is, if you don't know her, she can tell you to fuck off in so many ways without you even knowing that she told you to fuck off.
Right.
Because she's like so cool, calm, and collected, right?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when we became friends, we had a lot of mutual friends. And our friends were like, we're just trying to figure out how you two became friends, because Carlisa's so calm, cool, and collected. And Tiffany's over here, no filter, will tell you exactly how she feels, what she thinks.
Oh, check it out. Look who it is.
Ew.
Madman. There he is. What's up, homeboy?
Not much. How are you?
We're doing
Good.
all right. What do we got? Give us some good news, man.
I'm good myself. Just hang on a minute. Let me get my chair all set up. I got to be in front of the back door just to get connection with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no worries.
No,
give us some good news, brother.
We're in the reunification stage.
Oh, good.
Ben Rod smiling at my fiance. She's looking through the door.
Oh, good, man. You guys are together. Good, man. Good for you, brother.
Come say hi.
Look how happy he is, man. See, and this is these people trying to separate this. Look at how giddy this kid is because, she's whoever it is that is there is smiling at. Look at you guys want to keep this apart. It's disgusting, man.
Yeah,
so what's good, man?
They tried and they failed horribly bad. That's all I can say. But like our caseworker, she for our visitations, because we got to have him for like an hour and a half on his birthday, which was the 19th. Talking about our son. And it was our caseworker the past few times. It was a couple volunteers.
Oh, nice.
It's like, and they're like, we don't see what your caseworker's saying.
Oh, good for you, man.
They're both like, keep on doing what you guys are doing. We're proud of you. It's like, oh, I'm standing my ground with the Constitution. And they're like, uh-oh. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because they're trying to make me go through a different counselor than what I'm already going through.
No, yes, because your counselor agrees with you and thinks that you're fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I have anger issues, but
after this, who wouldn't, right? And then everything that you've told us about,
Yeah. And it's gotten to the point where I snapped on the supervisor one day, either last week or the week before, because she kept on interrupting me. I'm like, listen, you had your turn to deal with what you need to deal with. It's my turn to say what I need to say so you can see where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm. Let's be cool, man. It's good to stand on your Constitution. It's good to stand on your rights. Just make sure, and it's good to not snap on them, but it's good to lay it down and but make sure that you're always respectful. Make sure that you're always, don't tell them to F off. Don't tell them to any of that stuff. Just be very staunch about what you're saying. No, ma'am, you've had your time to talk. It's time for me to speak now. You can do all of these things. Just make sure you do it politely, because what you don't want to do is give them any ammunition against you, brother. Remember that. Just don't give them anything to fire back at you with. There's nothing wrong with you standing your ground and keeping yourself solid right there. You know what I mean? But if you start using vulgarities and stuff, well, then we've got a problem, because now you're being rude and disrespectful, even though they deserve every bit of tongue lashing that you would give them. But I'm assuming, man, that you've done it right and you've done it proper, right?
Yeah.
Good, man.
I'm like, since you're a state agency, you're not even supposed to be taking me to a state court. And she had nothing to say about that. I'm like, I want this switched over to Supreme, because this is going to get tossed out to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Good man. Good stuff, man. Keep learning, brother. Hey, did you that's right, Angry Citizens here. Our bro, Thursday nights, make sure you guys check him out. Thursday nights he's with us. He says, correct, we do not give the enemy ammunition. They get to cheat, we don't. That's great advice, Dana. That is perfect advice. You know what, buddy? If you want, you're welcome to make a guest appearance in here if you want to jump in on this with us. You've got the link, so hop on in if you want for a sec. Maybe give this guy some advice, man. You want some advice from the Angry Citizen, man?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, get in here. Hurry up. This boy's... You know who else is out there, too, is Michael Ryland. I saw him here. Let's get him in here with you, too. Michael, you got the link, right? Hop on in here, buddy. We can have a little powwow. This is great. It's Tiff and I tonight. We're like, what are we going to talk about on the show? And this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So let's wait on these two guys to come on in here. So everything else is going good for you? Good. How's your grandfather doing?
He's doing good. He's been sick on and off, but he's kicking it.
That's good, man. That's good. You take care of him?
Yep. Me and my fiance, we both do. I just got done being sick I have a bad immune system due to I've been dealing with heart issues myself. They can't figure out what's going on. They're thinking I have a murmur or I got a valve that is getting stuck shut.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
And that scares me because, one, my son just turned 1. 2,
Yeah,
I got an
you gotta
11-year-old
stay healthy,
daughter.
brother.
I've got an 11-year-old daughter, so it's like, what do I do to keep myself from going down even more?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I got the perfect remedy right now to tell you about that.
We came for the families.
You've got an all-star right here.
This is the reckoning.
All-star lineup waiting to come in here and give you some advice, my friend. We're gonna start with this one right here, and then we got the next one coming up backstage. Look at that. We dropped out.
Oh, we got a piss off today or this week.
What's up,
How you
guys?
guys doing?
Hi, Gunner.
What's happening?
Hey guys.
Hi,
How you
Gunner.
doing? Hello.
My fiance just said hi to all of you.
Well, the constitutional questions.
Well, hold on. We got before we go
You got
too
Dana
far.
back there too? Where'd he go? I think he popped in and out.
Hold on a minute. We got one more coming up behind here. Another celebrity
There he
guest
is.
host for tonight. So let me just pull this one. I got to do this one right. I got to make this one right here. Yeah, you know what? Other than Naylor's tune, you definitely have. But then we have this one right here. Here he is, the bearded man from the north, the angry citizen in the house.
Dude, I love this song, man. I can take on the world. I'm ready to go all freaking Scottish warrior. Got to put my kilt on next time. What's up, y'all?
Not much.
Well, everybody, welcome. Here we are, impromptu. This is nice. This is very nice. I like this.
Yeah, I just want to jump in here really quick on a comment on the troll that was on here earlier. I try not to give him too much attention, but it's like junk food for me. It's like seeing a bag of Doritos at the store, man. I just can't. I know it's bad. I know it's poison. I know I shouldn't buy it and eat it.
I know.
But by God, every once in a while, I'm going to buy that bag of freaking Cool Ranch Doritos and rip that puppy open and freaking have some Doritos. And every once in a while, I just got to slap down a troll. So, first point I said already, which is that you are a waste of time. You're just a sad, pathetic, lonely person that with nothing better to do than just take a shit on people who are trying to do right by the world. So that's really pathetic. I like to feel sorry for you, but I think it was Mike Tyson said something to the effect of, the internet gives you the ability to say shit to people that you wouldn't say if they were face to face, because you get punched in the face. And that is exactly how I feel about it, even though I do not advocate violence and I always act lawfully and constitutionally for all of you who might be listening, government agents, etc. So secondly, the word slap, completely inappropriate. I'm telling you all right now, if you think what Darren does is easy, do it. Show me. Bring your shit up, okay? Troll, show me how easy it is to produce what Darren produces, because I'm telling you right now, the guy's a genius. Did I not tell you that, Darren?
You did, Dana. You did. Thank you very much for that.
What did I tell you when you showed me the picture you made for me, when you played the song for me? What did I tell you?
Mm-hmm. You said I was a genius. Beyond that, you had better words than that, actually, Dana.
Yeah. So
and I don't mean to like. I don't want to like. Gloat. I don't like to.
You are a freaking genius. I said, this is badass, bro. This is freaking awesome. You have a unique gift. And I mean that sincerely with every fiber of my being. And believe me, I'm not making any money off of this, folks. Believe me, I'm not getting rich from doing this. I don't get any reward for doing it except the satisfaction of helping people. So
I appreciate that, brother, very much. That's awesome. Thank you.
God's honest
Thank
truth.
you very much. That's so nice. You know what?
God.
And that's what we have. And that's what, when you guys are all here, like Madman's here right now, that's what we all are here as a family, man. When the people, like, I didn't ask for people to come in and be like, hey, stand up for me, please, guys. No, this is what our family does. This is it. You know, Madman asked for some help. Here's Gunner. Bang. What better person to talk to him about the heart? Bang. Angry Citizens here. He's got my shit. So, you know what? That's worth its weight in gold. Absolutely. Because I'd rather have these people around me in my life than a bunch of whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not good at these
Whiny
things.
sycophants.
Yeah, whatever.
Gushing.
Yes. Yes. So.
I love you, Darren. You're so awesome.
If I think a bromance is lining up here, I feel a little awkward and out of place here. I mean,
oh, Gunner, come on.
Hey, it's not like I said get a room.
Yeah.
You just did. That's all right.
You did. You said it.
All good.
I meant earlier.
Man, you said
until just now.
Gunner,
you got a child back. Is that right? Is that what I just heard?
Which
Madman?
Gunner?
Madman.
Yes.
Sweet.
Get a room.
That makes my heart glad. That makes my heart glad.
So,
Gunner,
my room's inside. It's too loud in there.
So we're probably going to see a lot of this returning of kids here really soon, because constitutional questions 2 through 8 is now before the federal court, which I know both Tiff and Darren both have. And if you've had a chance to review those, and we went public yesterday with it, so it is released to the public. It is on the Gunning, the number 4 CPS page. If you can go on there, you will have access to all 8 of the constitutional questions that were filed. That actually exposes the mass corruption, everything from the judges to the magistrates to the state to the sheriff's office to, I mean, it just went full nuclear meltdown to show you that the biggest issues that we've had in this country is not in the federal government, but it has originated in the states, to where they've never had jurisdiction to do this stuff. And it goes on and on and on. As a matter of fact, how the states took away the power of our vote. When we voted for our constitutionally elected sheriff, they took that power and gave it to CPS. They do not have the legal authority to take and interfere with our vote. Matter of fact, the Constitution has a guarantee clause in it that the states have violated, that now they have been called out on. And yeah, if you see the Captain America shield I've had a lot of response to people send me stuff. Matter of fact, I got a new one.
What you got, Gunner?
I guess I'm worthy.
I love it.
I guess when Captain America, I get
Can I borrow that, Gunner?
Yeah, Tiff was
You wouldn't be able to pick that up, Tiff. Trust me. No chance in hell you're getting that thing off the floor.
You may think, oh, well, it's just a toy, but no, that thing is real, handmade. It was custom made, and it was sent out. Man, you talk about people going on like, man, Gunner, you're a superhero for what you're doing, everything else. It's like, guys, this is what you and I as Americans are supposed to do for each other.
Yep.
That's what the Constitution says. That's why it says we, the people. And when we realize we have the power, and the government, the Constitution was made to limit government. Now, let's combine that, because even SCOTUS says the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution are inseparable. So what does that mean? When they start acting like England did, which if you go through the Declaration of Independence, I want you to read it, because those were the charges of saying, this is what you're doing to us. Look at those really close, because it's what's happening to us today, especially with CPS.
Yep.
100%.
For many years. So,
for decades. We can trace it back for over at least 30 years, if not 40 years. Which,
I want to.
Oh, wait. Did we point that out to the federal court too? Oh, yes, we did.
Good.
And we came with receipts. So,
and I want to repeat something that I said the other night, which is important, okay? Because if you accept that the actions taken by these agents and enforcers are lawful actions, I do not accept that. But let's pretend for a moment that there are people out there that accept them. That means that if they did not fulfill their obligation to be bound by the standards that they establish, they claim they have the authority to take your kids away under certain circumstances. Well, if we can show that those circumstances were not met, as well as if we can show that they didn't have the authority, in either case, that means they acted unlawfully. That's the truth. The line's black and white. If they did not have the authority, or if they did not fulfill the standards they claimed needed to be fulfilled, that means they acted unlawfully. That means they're guilty of kidnapping, aggravated kidnapping, accessory to kidnapping. That's God's honest truth. I'm not making it up. Absolutely true.
Well, hey, Dana, make sure I get your email, or you can just go on the page and you'll get a link to it. Look at the questions yourselves. That was months and months of research of everything else. And this is the same thing with some of these other cases like the Lindsay, whatever going on, and the amount of psychopaths that are out there. I do this, I do that. Listen here. If it's not constitutional, it's not legal. And how many people turn around and go, well, we need CPS. You cannot have an unconstitutional entity anytime in this country. You better figure that shit out. If not, take your communist socialist ass to a country that practices part of what you want and see how well you do in that country. I guarantee you, you're not going to like it one bit.
So check this out, guys. Watch this.
Maybe you can post that link, Darren, when you get a chance.
Yeah, well, hold on a minute. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this from last night.
Oh, we see Tiff. There's Tiff.
Here's Tiff. Here we go. Let me post that. But here, check this out. Check this a little bit out last night.
Constitution, or of those constitutional rights. So here, dun, 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 here we go. And I'm going to blow this up, and hopefully I can. I don't know if it's going to let me split the screen or not. No, it's. I guess you guys are not going to see me, but you need to see what's important. Okay, guys, here it is. And if you're having trouble reading, I tell you what, I'm going to turn off the comments for just a second. Okay, I can still see it in the back room. But let's turn this off so we can read this. Press lead. Federal lawsuit exposes 30-year and technically plus state-sponsored child trafficking and Title IV constitutional fraud. To the news desk. Now, this is something that you, with this here, this is the body of your email. Okay, you put something before this and say, "Hi, my name's so and so. I'm here to let you know about a national press release that has been done," and then you can copy and paste, like I said, the link that goes to those constitutional questions. It's not going to let me do it here. It's easier for just tell you guys go to the Facebook page on after the show on Facebook for Gunning for CPS. I will put this letter in here. I will put it in the body through there, and then you're going to have the link at the bottom that's going to go to, or actually it's in between because I'm working on it here a little bit at a time. But let's go through this. I basically say, hey, this is who I am. I'm identifying. I'm letting you know there's a court filing, and it's unfolding in Tennessee. Now, look, it has, if you look here, look, 2 case numbers. Now, a lot of people say, Gunner, why 2 case numbers? Because I filed in 2025.
I'm going to fast forward it, Gunner. I'm going to get to the actual case
you're
numbers,
fine.
the things you
Yeah,
said.
let's get to the meat and potatoes, man, because everybody's on edge. Here we go. I use some of that, but then I add a little twist of lemon to it, if you will.
I'm talking about constitutional or judicial immunity.
Administrative law judges are not judges. Oh, somebody got called out. Well, they weren't called administrative law judges till the 70s. So if you're going to say constitutionally judges, these judges don't qualify, these state administrative law judges, because it wasn't there upon the initial beginning. And on top of it, they're not judges because they don't answer to the president. Because an Article 3 judge answers directly to the president. Who does state, and this is what a lot of you guys don't understand, who does state administrative law judges answer to?
What is that answer? Hold on, let's pause it. Dana, do you know that answer? Does any of you guys know that answer in here?
State Supreme Court.
Motion detected at your front door.
So you're going after the gut? Hey, it's a house of cards. It's dominoes. You knock one down, they all come falling down. But we use this and we expect them to do, because the Chevron doctrine has been suspended, they're going to go with the higher court ruling, which gives us, once again, we already have the golden ticket to go to the Supreme Court. We want to get these out of the way, and we want a lower court ruling, which is what we're pressing the judge to do is, excuse me. Now, constitutional question number 2, also, you'll see it where it says Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 26 Delta number 1. The judge actually violated, because without the defendants asking for judicial immunity, the judge actually just went ahead and gave it to them. in a recent ruling.
Huh.
Well, there are 3 other divisions. Once again, everything, my division that I'm in is Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan. And 3 other divisions have already ruled on what was done as being unconstitutional. In other words, you weren't supposed to do it. I'm glad you did it. You just gave me the golden ticket. But now with this, I'm asking the court, which is proper procedure, hey, I think you made a mistake. Now, from there, you have the option to make a complaint on the judge, ask the judge to be removed and this and that, or you can leave it there. And people say, well, I don't understand why you would do it there. But I says, well, once again, that deals with strategy. Why? Because if you don't get the judge in trouble and the judge is actually doing what you wanted it to do, you're playing the courts. Remember, this is a game.
Playing chess.
It's like a game of chess. So play the game better than they do. Because, you know, like Tiff says on Tiff and the Punisher, first one in the courthouse wins. You just got to do it right. Now,
it's you, Tiff.
This deals with judicial immunity. That's number 2. And it also deals with some of the things that are in there. But you need to read that real good to understand what's going on and how bad this is. And what this shows with these constitutional questions is that all 50 states are actively involved in treason.
So there you guys go. You can see the rest of it. Make sure you guys go check it out. You can check it out at Abolish, at our place, CPS, CPS Breaking News. But you're going to go to Gunning for CPS. You can go to Tiff and the Punisher. You can go to Becca's Facebook. Anyone that it aired last night, you can see it. So make sure you guys check all of that out. And Gunner goes through it with very well, very, very, very well explaining all of it. So that was pretty awesome.
Like as though you're an 8-year-old, so the basic American citizen can understand, as our founding father said, for this experiment of a constitutional republic to work requires a well-informed citizen. Wow, you've just been informed. Your state is committing treason on all 50 states against its people, and the evidence has now been filed. So here's the other thing. If it escalates to the point of not an insurrection, but a correction and return to the Constitution by any means necessary, the evidence is on the record now, folks.
That's awesome. Can we get, I don't know if you guys see this, what's on the comments right now, but let me see if I can beckon it. Let me rub the genie.
Osiris, God of law.
Come on, my man.
Title 4 destroyer, child support.
You're here.
Destroyer.
Come on, my genie friend. Get in off the map. Get in here, genie man. You got a buddy up here that needs your help.
Knowledge is the weapon. The contract is void.
Let's go, buddy. Get in here. You guys think he's gonna pop in?
Oh. Come on, man. Come
Come on, buddy. Show your face.
Come on, let's go.
Child support destroyer.
Come on.
God of law. Your 40 cases over. Voluntary contract, no undertaking on file. Terminate viewers, dismiss it with style. Title 4 destroyer.
Give him a second. It takes a minute.
False claims, no jurisdiction. System on fire. Got a law in session. The fraud is
go, Osiris.
Come on, Osiris. Come on, Osiris. Please come in. Please, please. We've been waiting.
Child support enforcement, but Title 4D is a private contract. No consent.
You have to make sure you're still all in one piece.
Just administrative hearsay demand for the application to bond the full display.
He's got to be
running the scam under the false claims.
No way
act, billing the feds while they trap fathers in a trap. Amen. Osiris taught that child support is 100% fraud. Voluntary undertaking, missing in the cases flawed.
Does he have the link? Did you send him the link directly?
He's got the link.
That QR thing wasn't working for me last night at all.
No, I'll have Tiff send it to him again just in case. But so, Madman, since you got all of us in here now, where are you at? What do you need help with in your case, brother?
Well, there's trying to get me to go to a different counselor, trying so they can be all up in my business, even though I'm just taking the easy way out because of my health doing what's doing and it being a new problem to me. I don't want to be put in the hospital away from my kid.
Yeah. Well, you have RFK coming out. You know that you have RFK that just came out and said that they put that money out there so that way the families don't have to be separated from their kids. If they, oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, he has arrived. Let's pull him out here.
Get him in here.
Let's get him in here. There he is. Look at that beautiful face. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom!
Yeah.
How are you, Mr. Osiris? Look at Tiffany. Tiffany's coming out of her seat. She's going to need a second.
Like this man, right? Like Cairo's biggest, Darren's biggest fan is Cairo, and I'm like Osiris's biggest fan. This man is a legend. Okay, I mean a legend. But go ahead. I'm just gonna be quiet now.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing great, brother.
See your face.
Doing good, man.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of pieces right now. Tiff, I have not forgot about you, but I've had a lot of doctor's appointments. I
just told Darren that today. I literally said, have you heard from him? He said, no. I said, well, I'm sure he's got to catch up on all the damn doctor's appointments he missed.
Poked and prodded and everything else. But I'm here. What is that going? Oh, wait, hold on.
So you're here. You're in one piece. You're doing good.
Poked and prodded. And you paid for that. You didn't get paid for it. You paid for it yourself.
Oh, I'm getting paid for it. I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah, sir. Okay, what is the going? What's the going rate? What's the going rate for being jailed without proper reason?
$1,500 an hour.
Detained.
$1,500
an hour for 60 days times 24 hours comes out to $1.3 something million.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what Becky just went to, but she flipped out. Yeah, so that's good. That's what we're gonna. Well, I'm not gonna talk about your cases at all. But what do you think about this guy here that they're razzing so much? Did you listen to any of it, Osiris?
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to listen. You know, if anybody hates these people, it's me. I don't care what part of government. I hate all three of them. It doesn't matter to me. You know, we all have tempers, and controlling that tempers. Case in point, I just went through some shit. I had to control my temper for 60 days. So
you're a better man than I am.
Oh, I had no choice. You know what I mean? But you know, Lord knows I want to wrap my hands around somebody's throat. But you know, take them to federal court, bro. You know, sue them. Gunner, I can appreciate what you just put up, man. That was awesome. And the problem is, folks, is you know we're too soft on these people. All right, we're entirely too soft. I'm sorry I can't stay long because I'm on some really good medication right now. But that's the problem with America. The government is supposed to fear us. We're not supposed to fear the government. And that's written. Thomas Jefferson said it. A couple of them said it. You know, but they do what they want when they want to do it, and we allow them to get away with it, and that's got to stop.
Yep.
That's just it.
Yeah,
that's just it, man. Like, even it goes right down to even speeding tickets, right? Like, we're not fighting ourselves on this shit. Like, we're just letting them. Oh, okay, you pulled me over because of this. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal at all. Just whatever. And that's the stuff that's gotten us to where we're at now.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, getting pulled over. I mean, you can get killed getting pulled over now. I saw a video. Watched it. It was a while ago, but the cops shot this. They shot a guy like 99 times in 15 seconds, all over a seatbelt violation. All right.
Now Osiris can confirm this here that due to the fact this escalates too, especially with this particular case, and it's filed and it affects all 50 states. This means any retaliation, even after the case is settled, I'm actually going to be considered a federalized citizen that no state will ever have jurisdiction over me.
I'm not crazy about the word citizen because under corpus juris secundum, a citizen is a corporation that's controlled by these people. But as far as treason, treason is supposed to be punishable by death.
Mhm.
Not arguing with you.
And I don't see nobody swinging from no gallows
yet.
We're working on it because I will be
on the table
for full constitutionality, especially of all these judges and all these actors. Absolutely. But once again, if the people rise up under the reckoning and we come together and we say we've had enough and we need to exercise the original Constitution the way it should be, as what we understand it, and hold them accountable and get back with the education of informing people and saying, this is the way it's supposed to be. No bullshit, no color, no politics. Once again, the Constitution is a non-negotiable document.
The Constitution no longer applies in this country. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
I got to disagree with you on that. It absolutely does.
It does. It does, but all right, let me rephrase that. They're
ignoring
the Constitution.
That I agree.
Okay, so I'll rephrase that. They don't honor the Constitution. And again, I'm a constitutionalist myself. I have been for 30, 40 years. But the ordeal that I just went through, these people don't pay no attention to the Constitution.
No.
So it's all policy with them. It's everything with them is now policy. And so everybody under the sound of my voice can hear this. There's a case law called Monell versus the New York Department of Social Services. All right, that's where you want to bring the suit. And what you want to do is bring you can bring a 1980s, but what you want to do is bring that in equity. Right? Because it changes the playing field, because equity goes upon common law. Some of them call it chancery, but it's equity. But again, our major problem is everybody has got so complacent. Cognitive dissonance is probably the worst disease. It's worse than AIDS. and that's what's playing a role here. And not to mention fear. And Gunnar, I'm with you, man. Listen, when you contact me and say, Osiris, we're going to war, I will be on the front line spearheading it with you. Okay? You bring Millionaire, you bring the shield, and I'm gonna bring some toys, and
I'll be in touch with you about that, because I have a very specific plan in mind, not just about this issue, but about every issue. Cannot fail. If I get the backing, it can't fail. So I will be in touch with you about that.
Please do. Yeah, whatever.
I'm as serious as a fucking heart attack, dude. I am not kidding around.
Oh, I got you, man. When it comes to war, just hit Big Daddy up.
Yeah, hey, easy, Cyrus. You just got out of there, for Christ's sakes.
You just totally trying to go back.
Let's not start this up again, my friend.
Well, they're just
that's First Amendment retaliation.
That's all it is. That's all they ever do.
There's still we live in this country that they suppress
we don't want to give them ammunition. That's the thing.
Right.
We got to be careful. We don't give the enemy ammunition.
Yeah, well, there's a war going on overseas. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't be my first rodeo. But that is, it's important that everybody learns their rights in the Constitution.
Yes.
And moreover, I think one of the biggest issues that we have in this country is people are afraid to defend themselves.
Correct.
So
they fear the retaliation.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing that we forget that's in the original Constitution is once again, there is a supremacy clause that, once again, it says any other agreements that are not through this or any other treaties that would contradict this automatically is null and void. In other words, the first one's not dead technically, even though there was a second that was drafted under that, but the original still says it cannot be demolished until the last man standing, basically.
Agreed. The biggest issue there is, of course, you all know that the United States incorporated in England in 1871. So
Correct.
When it turned into a corporation, what happens is it also turned into the nation's largest employer. So it's a lot of trickery going on how they're doing it. They don't honor it. The only ones that can make them honor it would be us, but we all have to come together collectively, as one.
Yes.
We all know that's not going to happen.
Well, now Osiris,
yes,
I think there's been a big change in the Supreme Court excuse me, with a lot of decisions that have been going on of giving certain nonviolent felons back their arms, overturning a lot of these other things. And it's almost like the Supreme Court is preparing the American people to defend themselves in a lot of ways. Because if you look at things that Neil Gorsuch, Clarence Thomas, and Scalise and so on and so forth that have done, even in their own personal writings and let alone some of their personal speeches, they're aware of that particular, that we've fallen away from that and trying to return that. And once again, I think it comes back to the death of the corporation, to where, yes, I agree with that, but also say, that listen, it's no longer Washington, D.C. It's no longer the Gulf of Mexico. I think there's a lot of people don't understand, but in the first term of Trump, there was a military ceremony where the president of the United States turned over the power to the military because we were attacked from within, acknowledging what had happened, understanding that he's already seen that our own government killed not only, Abraham Lincoln, but John F. Kennedy.
Yep.
That MK Ultra is real, and they've been using it on the people. And I've made this connection before. You're worried about, Charles Manson and some of these others. If you go listen to this dude, he was right there where MK Ultra was being done on the Air Force Base. We hear about these tunnels in California. Well, what is it? It's the old Air Force Base that they had the MK Ultra at, that a lot of people don't. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, that's the old service tunnels for the runways. Mm-hmm. And they just destroyed parts of it. And this, like I said, you got to go into history. And there's the first thing they don't want us to learn is history. But now with the flow of information, the internet, and it's out of control, they can't hold back the tide of people sharing the truth and the information. That now I'm recently seeing attacks on religion, organized religion, of saying this isn't right, that isn't right. Go, if you want a true Bible, go back to the Ethiopian Bible. It hasn't changed from when it was printed.
Yeah, that's true. The Supreme Court are, a bunch of jolly old people, but there's only 6 of them, or whatever, however many there are. And I'll give you a case in point. Remember the insurrection back in, what was it, that Trump instigated back in, what was that, January 6th? Whatever? Yeah,
January 6th.
Okay. I fail to realize that was a constitutional act, but yet a lot of people went to jail over that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was not for the record, it was not an insurrection. It was incited by FBI provocateurs. I know a whole bunch of people that were arrested, and none of them had committed any crimes. There were no crimes committed by those people. We're fed a line of BS about it. I did a podcast, a live stream with a guy who was in prison for 9 months. His name is Stuart Parks. All he did was walk into the Capitol building. There were people in it, walking around in it. There were police there. The police didn't say you can't come in. There were a whole bunch of people walking around. At one point, the police said, you all need to leave. They all left. Stewart was arrested by the FBI, charged with criminal trespass, and spent 9 months in a federal penitentiary under horrific conditions. He did nothing wrong, okay? It was a giant load of BS. They had every right to be there. They were peaceful, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened that day. It's a lot more complicated than what people think, but it was definitely not an insurrection. No. That's just bullshit.
Well, I apologize for using their word, but
don't apologize. I just want our viewers to be clear on this, okay?
Yeah. Oh no, I definitely.
Some people do use that term. I just want to make sure everyone knows it was not an insurrection. That
is a First Amendment right to peaceably assemble.
Yep.
It was a false flag to bring in power and or military type power to control the people, and when it failed and the other things came out, and then instead, once again, that was done. This goes back to what you call the deep state, the dark shadow government, this and that, the same ones that killed Kennedy because of what? Because they want to do this, they want to do that. I mean, and it's about
Kennedy
power,
because
it's
he
about
wanted
control.
to bring back the gold standard.
Oh yeah,
Kennedy was messing with the money.
Same thing with Abraham Lincoln. It's the same reason.
Yep.
It was about the banking. It was about the money. And when a lot of people are figuring out, especially too nowadays, you don't have to pay taxes. They're voluntary. And everybody else goes, wait a minute, I've been doing this all this time. And everybody's like, well, where's my refund? Well, there are forms you can take and fill out to get those monies back. There's a lot of people out there that have that information. But this is the fight that has been going on of control and power. and darkness. And what more do they want to do? And we talked about this on the show a little bit last night too, is why they want your kids is so you can't give that oral history. They don't want you to give that oral history and the heritage of your family and all those different stories and this and that. Why? Because what do kids to come out of foster care do? They have no history. They have no idea where they came from. As a matter of fact, it's a national security problem, because even the director of the Navy has had to pull people, because, as well as other forms of the armed forces, because people are putting in, well, this is my name, and then they go to put it in there, but that's not your birth name. And they go, well, I don't know what my birth name is. And this, and now you've caused a national security threat, because now basically what they're creating is with this dark agents, and they're creating a problem. But now how far is it to push in we'll say a plant that is to do this and that, and use the same methods as they do for the adoption to put a terrorist on a boat, on an airfield, or anything else that has this same issue, because now it's a national security problem, because who do you have out there? Because it was documented well. Now we don't know who we actually have that is volunteered, sworn in, this and that, and that's not their name. It's not their social, or that social is shared amongst like 5 other people. Barbara Ann with Rebecca's house had that problem, and this was a way to sneak. Now I want you guys to listen to me. This is a way to sneak terrorists into our military organization. This is what they're trying to do: get control of codes, put them in the right position. They're not worked all the way up yet. It's been stopped. There's been a lot of things they got. That's why he turned it over to the military. That was that whole ceremony under his first term of going, we have a national security threat because of this. Then they started pulling all these people out of going, hold on, who are you really? And are you a plant? That's where the issue came from.
Now that you mentioned that, a lot of people may not realize, especially like when it comes to CPS or any type of so-called court action, there's only 2 jurisdictions in this country. One is under common law, and the other one is military tribunal. And that's what they're doing when they take kids and they put men in jail for child support, traffic tickets, all this BS. It's all done under a military tribunal. They've done away with common law, which basically requires there to be an injured party with a verified complaint. And there's constitutional provisions that says when the government gets corrupt, then we the people have the right to do what is necessary for our peace, safety, and happiness. Exactly, Tiff. And I learned a very hard lesson, which obviously I needed to learn it, but the fact remains is, we still have a constitution. We can still use it for our remedy. But
correct.
I think, like I said, and Beck said it earlier, she said, good luck with that. The problems that go on in this country, is our fault because we're allowing it to happen. All right?
Correct.
Thank you. Because there's
Now you got to understand, Osiris, the Declaration of Independence has told us this will happen, that we will get comfortable and we will take and give over those rights for that comfortability. But it says when it becomes tyrannical, or we wake up and we realize, then we have not only an obligation, but we have a duty to return back to it, which is why, hence the reckoning that we've called this in the return to the Constitution, is exactly what the Declaration, once again, you can't separate those. You can change whatever in the Constitution or rewrite this, but the Declaration of Independence has never been rewritten. Never been changed.
That you are correct. However, they just don't honor it. That's the big problem. They don't honor it. We know it's there. Before I go, I'll tell you this. You all have homes, you all have houses. And the rule is, in your house is your rules. All right. So the big problem here is, for some reason, everybody wants to go to their house. So by going to their house and dwelling in their houses, and you know what houses I'm talking about, these courts and whatever this garbage is going, the driver's license, all this stuff that the government does, it falls under their rules. And even if you're not in their house, they will still afflict you with their rules. So I think, if people because America it's despite what's going on. I've been to many countries in my life, which I've had a great time in every country that I've went to. But you know, America it's a power hungry, evil. It's the political part of it. The legal society are the most evil people on this planet, and it's you know I'd rather go to hell and play cards with Satan than go ask the government for help. I'd probably be treated better down there. You know, I mean, if such a place exists.
I'm sure.
You know, everyone that is listening and that's tuned in, learn your rights. And for those of you who know your rights, start teaching people their rights. And then I'm waiting. I'm just waiting on the call. Hey, Osiris, it's time. I'm going to be on the first thing smoking so we can all go and exercise our rights. And I think the sooner, you know, because again, if someone comes to your house and they're causing a problem, you're going to be putting them out. America is our house, and we got people that are causing problems in our house, and they need to be put out of our house. All right, I'm biting my tongue here, but
I know you are, because I'm sitting over here biting mine. It's about to fall off.
That's it. All right, listen, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get some rest. I gotta be back to the tomorrow for some more Prod. And I love you guys. I miss you guys.
Thanks, Osiris.
And I will. Yes, and I'll try to log in. You guys gonna be on tomorrow?
We're always on Monday through Thursday.
I should be. I'm starting to get evened out a little bit, so I'll try to join you tomorrow. And then Tiff, I have started going over some of the docs. I just haven't had a lot of time. I haven't been back to work yet because my brain is still. My brain is still in a whole other state.
You're fine.
I will see everybody tomorrow. God bless you, Becca. You're looking great. All right, Dana, you're looking wonderful. Punisher, Gunner,
thank you, my friend.
I love you guys, man. And I will see everybody tomorrow. And I hope everyone has a pleasant good night. And everybody who's listening, learn your fucking rights. That's it.
Mic drop.
Thank you, Osiris.
You got it. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, man.
Night.
I got to do this. I got to do this now since Osiris is out. I got to put this on for our man here. He's out there listening.
This one's for Chris Naylor. CPS Deadpool. America's auditor. Florida born. Truth sworn. Tyrants in the crosshairs. We coming for you.
Chris Naylor. I don't know why he never jumps in the house, but that's him in the cross. That's him in the comments over there. Deadpool, he puts up some good stuff. He just did, but the comments are too big. We got too many people in here right now, so we can't put his comments up that are like paragraphs. Yeah, there it is, Naylor. Just for you, buddy. He loves it. I love it, man. That's one of my best pieces of work. One of my best. I wish you would come in though.
Now listen, on good authority, guys. From all of us here, it's Naylor's birthday today. So
shit. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Naylor.
Hey.
Holy smokes, Naylor.
Nobody
What are you, 25?
25.
Naylor's about to drop his bomb down there in Florida.
Yeah, he said that. He
Look at
says
Jay
shit's
over
about to go
21.
down in the 14th Judicial Circuit Court in Florida.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I don't know anything either. He didn't put that on the. He didn't put that here.
Here, let me share, since you guys were coming over this, just a quick overview, just to go through this.
Shit,
I got it to
look at
work
that.
last night. Where'd it go?
I got
There you go.
While you're doing that.
Let me share this real quick. We've got this. Let's see if it'll come up. Is it going to come up?
Yes, sir.
What
It's
the
there.
hell? Oh, there
Tiff's
it is.
right there. Just what you wanted.
No, I don't want Tiff.
There you go.
Thank
Right
you.
there. It's up there.
Not right now. Maybe later. Okay.
There you go.
Constitutional question 3 deals with ex parte substantiations. This is where they come in and then they put you on that registry and you don't have a trial or due process or anything. We deal with that. 4th constitutional question, third party consent. How state agents bypass property rights, premarital homestead protections, executing warrantless Fourth Amendment invasions. They have to have one for each individual entry by an Article 3 judge by law. Question 5. Uncounseling interrogations. In other words, when they question the children, did they have a civil rights attorney present that is required? Because they are American citizens. They do have constitutional rights, and we know this. And it's a conflict of interest because how can the state be a investigator and a protector? They can't. The sheriff, oh yes, we did. How local law enforcement abandoned their oath to shield the family courts. Yes, they gave up when the states took possession of investigating children's crimes and gave it to CPS. They committed a constitutional violation, nullifying our vote. Oh yes. The best interest masquerade, number 7. How it deals with subjective, emotional, administrative standards are weaponized to supersede it, calling them out for superseding the Constitution with stuff. That number 8, you're going to love this. I wish Osiris was here. The Bar Association monopoly, proof that citizens are forced to fight pro se because the state bar cartel uses the threat of professional retaliation to stop attorneys from challenging the court machine. Well, guys, it's not just that. It's not just that. Why? Because what else do they do? You've been practicing law for how many years? And this has been going on for 30 years, and no judge, magistrate, or attorney has caught any of this. And yet you're licensed to practice law and you have an oath. Sounds like you have a corrupt system to what? Because you make money. You've been called out. And well, you know, as my if you watch the old wrestling days, and I know Tiff's gonna love this one here. As Steve Austin says, you've been called out. So now the federal court will answer these. And if once again we have the golden ticket, if not, we go to the Supreme Court with the same questions, and then they get to answer. But did we figure out a way to go straight to the Chief Justice, John? Oh, maybe we did, which is what? A sitting, he's off, he's part of the SCOTUS panel, but they elect one for ever so many years to be the Chief Justice, not sit on the panel. That's here, which is also equivalent to or parallel to the SCOTUS panel. So if we get him to answer it, you really think the SCOTUS panel is going to overturn it? And they hear, what is it, Darren? How many percentage of cases do they hear a year?
1.
2%. So you think they stand a chance? I don't think so.
Highly unlikely.
How you like them apples?
Okay, that
anyway.
You did a good
guys
job.
Gotta look at those.
Gunner, you did a good job. I'm learning how to be a homeschool teacher. So I am unavailable the next couple of days. I have to go back to kindergarten, 2nd grade.
She means like the next couple months because she's in for it. She just doesn't realize. Yeah, I know.
So I have not. When you called me, I was in the middle of an orientation, and I got 3 more tomorrow.
See what I mean?
You've been orientated.
You literally go back to school yourself when you have a child in homeschool under like the grade of like 7th.
Equal in the
you go back to school more than they do.
Special guest on the line.
I think with that we can end. I love the show tonight. Thank you. We had all the top advocates up here tonight. I am so pleased. I am honored to be a part of this team.
Well, shit. It's Monday. What did you expect, Tiff?
Gotta give him something new on Monday.
Listen,
where's Henry?
What are you gonna do? Hey, listen. We had more people last night watching the Gunning for CPS show than we've ever had on any platform. I mean, literally the different platforms between that and now we're on TikTok. We had well over 5,000 views last night. 5,000 views.
That's awesome, Darren. We got to get back on TikTok.
Hey, folks, I just posted the link in the comments to what I was talking about before, my interview with January 6th defendant Stuart Parks. If you think that these people deserve to be thrown in jail, and this is just one. There were a bunch of people that got arrested. They did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. They didn't violate any laws. They got fucking railroaded by our corrupt government And half y'all said, well, they deserve it because they're those terrible Trump supporters. Whether you love or hate Donald Trump should have no relevance to whether or not an American, gets thrown into jail unlawfully, and that is deprivation of rights under color of law. And every single one of us should be livid, furious about this. And this guy happens to be a hell of a good guy. His name is Stuart Parks. He has no criminal record, never did anything wrong. That day, he did not do anything wrong. And when the police told him to leave the building, he turned around and he walked right out of that building, just like they told him to do. And they railroaded him. If it can happen to him,
I would say I'm agreeing with you 100% because I'm seeing that indoctrination within people saying some of the dumbest things I've ever seen anybody say, of going, well, wait, it's unconstitutional. Or even with saying, well, you can't abolish CPS because we need them. If it's unconstitutional and it's breaking laws and this and that, that is the supreme law of the land. It cannot exist. What part of that don't you understand?
Common sense is no longer common.
Well, not only that.
Listen, there's a whole book on it by a man named Thomas Paine that everybody needs to go sit there and read. It's called Common Fucking Sense.
Common Sense. I want to comment on when Gunnar has said a couple times, people are saying we need CPS. No one is arguing that there aren't children in danger. No one's saying that the problem doesn't exist. That's not our argument. What we're saying is the supposed solution is unconstitutional. And what I'm saying to you all is, even if it were not unconstitutional, it's not working, and it's doing the opposite of what it's supposed to be doing.
Criminalizing
90% of the cases are justified by their own investigative numbers. That means what? 82% of the families you're in there destroying. That's their own damn numbers. Their own numbers. That's disgusting. If I ran a business like that, I would expect to fail. This is financial irresponsibility, because any other business that would run like this with that percentage of success rate would be shut down and bankrupt. Not throwing more money at the problem.
The J6, to my knowledge, they've all been pardoned. They should all be filing federal lawsuits.
Stewart got a pardon, but the problem is he shouldn't have to have a pardon.
Right.
He didn't commit a crime.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my point. They need to be in front of some kind of judge that can say, strict the record, right? Get rid of it and pay this man for the damage you have done to them.
Yes.
Yep. So let's explore one thing now that Tiff has brought up that aspect. You guys do realize these questions go through and they rule the way they constitutionally, the way they should, which once again, that's why we're escalating to the highest land. Sometimes. Not just my case. Do you realize every case for over 30 years that now you can go sue your state, the workers, the judges, and this and that? You will bankrupt every single state, and you know who will have the power and the money? Oh, here's the other part. Did you know a state cannot collect taxes if they're acting unconstitutionally?
Yeah, they would have to.
That means you have to refund all your property taxes from your local government, which defunds it and empties the coffers. And then you get to sue for what? State sales tax. You can't collect taxes if you were actively involved in acts of treason. The states collapse, which is why you would have to have basically martial law. We would have to go in. There is a provision for this, people. Don't think that they haven't planned for this. We would then have special elections with guidelines from the federal courts and the federal government with oversight to become constitutional, to do a full constitutional audit and remove everything. But here's the thing. We, the people, then get paid because, and then everybody goes, well, how are they going to come up with that money? You realize everybody that's been involved with CPS, the lawyers, the judges, this, that, even though they're retired or this and that, they will seize all their assets, all their funds, all their banks, all their everything. That's what's going to go to pay for that, but not just the people, the taxpayers' money, including all their insurances, all their bonds, and everything else. Now, do you really think they're going to be able to get, or, oh, we'll do like California, we're self-sustaining? Good luck with that, because we won't trust you. And all your stuff, they won't even have time to lobby all the new people that are going to take and want to come into office, because it's all done and over. And what does this mean? This means Congress is empty until this is done. Why? Because they were all elected while the state was actively involved in what? Acts of treason against the United States government and the Constitution. All your congressmen, you know what a perfect time to put in those term limits are? It's coming up real soon.
And that's why all of us need to be sitting in Washington, because at least we will do the right thing for the American people, because that's who we're standing up for.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Folks, it's been great. I appreciate coming out, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that. And then, like I said, poke in there. If you guys need anything, you know where to find me. And by the way, don't forget to piss somebody off this week with your knowledge and education. And you got to love it. And Tiff, you better read that and get back to me. I'm expecting that sometime this week. I will.
But let me tell you, I pissed off this whole fucking town this week.
Good job.
She just put a whole lot of hate in the water.
I did the same thing over the weekend. Managed it. Don't know how.
And Mr. Naylor, happy birthday, you deplorable bastard.
All right, Darren, take us out. Play Naylor's song. It's his birthday. Play his whole song. We can't hear you, Darren.
You freaking
Madman, what do you got to say, buddy? You got any last words you want to say before you get out of here? Hold on, let me unmute you. Let me unmute you, buddy. Hold on. My mouse.
Statement.
Start over, buddy. What do you got to say?
Let's see how many people I can piss off this week between the court system, the CPS system, the state themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
The things I do to piss off my girl. But
that's standard. That's standard in every woman. All right, guys.
I have the school's attorney in school this week, so I'm 2 for 2.
Wow. So we know what? Tomorrow night's Becca night, guys. So make sure you guys join us for that. And then Thursday night we're here with Dana, and then Friday night's Main Matters again. The rest of the time is me and Tiff. And hey, kick back Tiff and Dana for a second, and Becca. I got to ask you if you guys knew about something. But everybody else, have a good night.
Roger. Good night, everyone.
This one's for Chris Naylor.
Happy birthday, Naylor.
Bye.
Deadpool. America's auditor. Florida born. Truth sworn. Tyrants in the crosshairs. We coming for you. No more fake laws. Street justice. Real law. Land of the free. Home of the brave. Where the real ones rise. Chris Naylor stepping up with that Deadpool disguise. Mask on tight, camera rolling, auditing the lies. CPS cash for kids, schemes under welfare skies. Badges flashing, guns blazing, hot and hot codes and statues. Suppressing the people, tearing families to fragments daily. They rip rights from my arsenal code and calculated constitution bleeding while the corporation celebrating. He feels the villains in the courtroom in the street. First Amendment hammer, knocking them off their feet. Florida fire burning in his veins like kerosene, exposing the machine, keeping it raw and mean. No more kid trafficking dressed up as protection. America's auditor, bringing street justice resurrection. We do the law, no more fake laws. Street justice rising, breaking tyrants' jaws. Rights getting stripped from our arsenal every day. Stand tall, fight back, take it all away. Land of the free, home of the brave, no more chains. CPS Deadpool leading the charge through the flames. Good old boys united, corporation falling down. Real law coming, hear that southern rebel sound. Hiding behind desks with their iron in their lives. Twisting the statutes while the free man dies. From Florida back roads to the Capitol halls. Naylor on the hunt, answering freedom's cause. Corporate United States turning kids into profit. Sealing fates in the system, can't stop it, or can we? Auditors here with the lens and the creed. We the people waking up, planting that freedom seed. No more codes and fake laws, twisting the foundation. Common law rising, ending the damnation. Villains in uniform scatter when the spotlight hits. Street justice serve hot, no mercy, no quits. Florida thunder rolling, quest for the truth untamed. Renegade, reckon and put the tyrants to shame. They fear the camera, they fear the raw exposed. America's rights, our shield, our blade, our way. What we gotta do? Film it all, stand your ground. Audit every office, burn their corruption down. Restore the republic, strip the corporate veil. Good old boys and patriots, let freedom prevail. From the swamps to the mountains, every town and hall. CPS, Deadpool, answering the freedom call. We do the law, no more fake laws. Street justice rising, breaking tyrants' jaws. Rights getting stripped from our arsenal every day. Stand tall, fight back, take it all away. Land of the free, home of the brave, no more change. CPS, Deadpool, leading the charge through the flames. Good old boys united, corporation falling down. Real law coming, hear that southern rebel sound. Deadpool out of the southern wrecking the call. Street justice forever.